Hello, my name is Jared Lipkowski. I'm the International Sales Manager at DeLong Instruments. Today I'll be speaking about democratizing electron microscopy and the benefits of low voltage EM for Canadian scientific cores. Electron microscopy is one of the most powerful tools in modern research. It reveals ultrastructure, composition, and morphology at scales that no other technique can match, and yet, for the majority of Canadian research institutions, it remains completely out of reach. Conventional high voltage TEM delivers excellent performance and data quality. There's no question about that. But everything else tells a different story. These instruments are complex to operate, requiring a dedicated two-room facility, liquid cooling with plumbing and chillers, and a dedicated high voltage electrical supply. The capital cost is significant, preventative maintenance is ongoing, and you need dedicated on-site technical staff just to keep the instrument running. Today, meaningful EM infrastructure is concentrated at a handful of well-funded, research-intensive universities, world-class facilities, but serving the country from only a few locations. For researchers at small universities, teaching hospitals, government labs, or institutions with only light microscopy, getting EM data means booking external time weeks in advance, shipping samples across the country, and working with equipment and operators you may never have met. What if electron microscopy was more accessible? Not a multi-million dollar room-filling instrument requiring specialized infrastructure, but as a low-cost, benchtop or compact platform requiring only basic infrastructure for installation. That is exactly what low-voltage electron microscopy makes possible. The story of LVEM begins in Brno, Czechoslovakia in 1951, where Professor Armin de Long built the world's first tabletop electron microscope, spending decades as director of the Institute of Scientific Instruments. His philosophy was simple. Every scientist should have the opportunity to regularly use a transmission electron microscope for his or her own research. This belief is the founding principle of DeLong Instruments and the mission DeLong America carries forward in Canada today. By operating at accelerating voltages between 5 and 25 kV rather than the 80 to 300 kV of conventional TEM, LVM instruments deliver dramatically enhanced contrast for carbon-rich, biological, and soft materials. The physics works in your favor. Lower energy electrons scatter more strongly from light elements, which means you get high contrast images of nanoparticles, polymers, lipid membranes, and biological sections, often without heavy metal staining at all. Those physics advantages translate directly into practical benefits. No special room or chiller, just a standard wall outlet. Acquisition costs fit within CFI and equipment grant envelopes. A single instrument covers TEM, SEM, STEM, EDS, and electron diffraction. DeLong Instruments offers two platforms, the LVM25E and the LVM5. The LVM25E, introduced in 2022, is our most advanced instrument. 5 imaging modes in a single, compact footprint. The LVM5 is the world's only true benchtop TEM. Designed for simplified operation, a graduate student or core staff member can be trained in producing quality images in a single session. LVM creates value along two distinct pathways, and the CNSP community sits squarely at the intersection of both. The first is expansion. For institutions with light microscopy but no EM, smaller universities, regional medical centers, undergraduate colleges, LVM is a genuine on-ramp. For the first time, these facilities can offer their researchers and students direct access to TEM, SEM, and EDS without relying on external cores. The second pathway is capacity and redundancy. Even at well-resourced institutions, cryo-EM queues are long, conventional TEM is oversubscribed, and downtime disrupts dozens of active projects. In this pathway, LVM is not a replacement for high-end TEM, it is a complement. It absorbs routine biological and nanomaterials imaging, freeing high-voltage platforms for experiments that genuinely require them, at a fraction of the acquisition and operating costs. The application space spans the breadth of modern core facility work. LVM is powerful in life science applications, covering the imaging of biological particles such as extracellular vesicles and liposomes, as well as thin sections of biological tissues to understand cell ultrastructure. Additionally, LVM is increasingly serving as a rapid access screening platform upstream of cryo-EM workflows. LVEM is also contributing strongly in material sciences, where it is routinely being used for nanoparticle characterization, offering unmatched technical benefits for carbon nanomaterials, including nanotubes, graphene, as well as other challenging samples like quantum dots. For educational settings, the LVM5 in particular has demonstrated real value as a teaching instrument, putting students hands-on with electron microscopy in a way that would be impossible with a conventional TEM. The demand for electron microscopy in Canada is growing faster than the infrastructure built to meet it. DeLong Instruments' low-voltage electron microscopes close that gap. If you are building or expanding upon an EM program, we would welcome the conversation. DeLong America is here in Canada and ready to support you. Thank you.